Yo, Bo, welcome to another episode of Mighty Fans in the Life Ice. And it's been a minute since I did a vid for this series. I have quite a few things to catch you up on. And I have another jersey that I want to do in a separate vid. So we'll get to that at some point, maybe by the weekend or early next week. There's a few videos I still have to get caught up in. I have to do a season of the fan for the Philadelphia Eagles, who take on the LA Rams this weekend in the divisional round. And of course, like I said, I have some jerseys to catch you up on for hockey, and we're going to get to that in the next couple vids. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And here we go. Wear something warm, right? Like a good hockey sweater here, right? So at any rate, here we go. We're going to start with the first. So this was I don't do a lot of pickups with Facebook Marketplace, only because I don't know, I just rather get stuff on eBay and Poshmark and Mercari. There's just so much on there anyhow. But every now and then you can find something really good. With Marketplace, of course, a lot of the sellers there just want to meet up, and you do the deal right there. I've done it a few times, not very often. But this was one I just couldn't pass up. The deal was too good, and it was a hard-to-find jersey of a player who unfortunately passed away before the season started. And, of course, we're going to go with the Johnny Gaudreau Columbus Blue Jackets, who just unveiled their Stadium Series jersey today, and it is beautiful. The big cannon on the front of it. Oh, it looks great. If you haven't seen it already, you'll see pics of it, I'm sure. Just Google search it. Both of them and the Red Wings unveiled their Stadium Series jerseys today, and the Blue Jackets, I just think they hit it out of the park with theirs. I'm okay with the Red Wings. I guess it's one of those that might grow on me, but the Blue Jackets for sure is one I would like to get at some point, but we'll see. Anyhow, here is now this is a Fanatics breakaway version of this jersey. This is my first and only to date Blue Jackets jersey in the collection. But of course, Johnny Hockey meant so much, of course, to this area, the Delaware Valley. For him and his brother, of course, did a lot for hockey in the Delaware Valley, and of course, they were big Flyers fans. One of the great shames that the Flyers previous regime did not do was bring him in when he was a free agent. Of course, he goes to Columbus, and of course, him and his brother tragically passed away by a drunk driver while they were riding bicycles in New Jersey before the season began. But anyhow, I had a chance at this, and these are really becoming scarce, so went ahead and grabbed it. I do have his Calgary Flames jersey as well, and I'll show it right here. This is like a reverse retro, basically, but this particular one is the alternate. It's not the reverse retro, so it doesn't have the RR on the inside. But I have his Calgary Flames right here. This is an authentic Adidas, so I've had this for some time, and then I had a chance to get his Columbus Blue Jackets jersey as well. And of course, I thought it would be great to, honor number 13 by having his jerseys. Of course, he meant so much to a lot of people I know, Flames fans, Blue Jackets fans, hockey fans all over, right? And of course, in this area too, because this is where he came from. And like I said, it's just such a shame the Flyers' previous regime just were so brain dead. They didn't realize what a big thing it would have been for him to be a Flyer, and it's a shame it just never happened. But he did pretty good with the Blue Jackets. They took good care of him, and they have done a great job this season to honor his memory, the Flames as well. The Flyers have done a nice job too, and so rest in peace to Johnny and his brother, of course. But this jersey, like I said, it's a Fanatics breakaway. I got this pretty cheap. The seller just wanted to move it, and the story behind this is I saw it a few months ago, and then it disappeared, and I thought I missed out on it. It was cheap, and then the next thing I know, it pops back up again on Marketplace a little cheaper than before, so I just had to jump on it. And I met the seller at his place. It was dark. It was it was kind of a little uneasy feeling, but it all worked out. I was able to get it, and here it is in hand. So Johnny Hockey, rest in peace, of course. This is his Blue Jackets jersey, the Fanatics breakaway version. of that. So there you go. This next one was an eBay find. This was pretty cheap on eBay. Got this a couple months ago. I always hit my head on those. So this is the Vancouver Canucks Elias Pettersson. This is another Fanatics breakaway jersey, number 40. The alternate jersey, which I really like, of the Canucks, has the green stripes on the bottom, has the green stripes again on the sleeves, has the stick and rink logo on the front that I believe they have on their shoulders otherwise, because they have the Orca logo on the front of their normal, home and away set. Pettersson 40 on the back. There's been a lot of talk if he'll get moved at the deadline. We'll see. At any rate, this is a really nice jersey anyhow. So there you go. Again, I got this on the cheap on eBay some months ago. This was again, the Fanatics breakaway version. Still new with tags, but I always take the tags off when I'm going to start wearing them. It also says we are all Canucks on the inside. So, pretty cool. And moving along. Okay, so I have not had a lot of success finding the blue line jerseys at my local Ross or TJ Maxx or Burlington or wherever people have been able to find these. It's always hit or miss at those stores, as we know. I try to get there once every couple weeks just to check out what they have. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of success. The only ones I've seen so far have been Bobby Clark, which I already have, an authentic of from many years ago, and this one, and this team, the Islanders. So we got the from the 4 straight Stanley Cup years, New York Islanders. This is the Blue Line Collection jersey. This was at a local Marshall's, and they had him and they had Billy Smith, and I went with the Potvin. This is Dennis Potvin, and I went with the Potvin because it had the C on the front, so I had a little extra on the jersey. And you know me about extras on jerseys, right? So Dennis Potvin was the captain of their 4 straight Stanley Cup teams, one of the great dynasties in the NHL history. It really doesn't get that much talked about when you consider dynasties in the NHL, right? I mean, they won 4 in a row, and back then, it wasn't East versus West, so they even beat my Flyers for one of those. They beat the Oilers. They beat some other teams. It was quite remarkable. 4 straight Stanley Cup championships. I mean, that's just pretty crazy. But the Islanders were able to do that during those years. They had many great players like Bossy. Mitchell Ness didn't make a Bossy. I kind of wish they did. But it is what it is. But Potvin was another really good player, the captain of those teams. And this is a blue line collection as hats fall on the ground. This is 82-83 Dennis Potvin right there. New York Islanders. Some people have said they got these a little incorrect. I really don't know. I still think it looks like a nice jersey to me, and I can deal with it. It's a replica. Replicas aren't always going to be 100%, at any rate. So, but like the colors, and it was a pretty sharp looking jersey, so I picked it up. Again, this was a Marshall's pickup, and I have not, like I said, I have not had a lot of success in getting these jerseys at those locations. It's hard because I think what happens is some people are like on the know, are like more in the know kind of on the inside. So as soon as these things pop up, they probably grab them right away and then resell them. You see them on eBay. I mean, there's a ton of them on eBay, and you can tell they're the ones that have been at like Marshall's or whatever, because there's like certain teams that they seem to have a ton of player jerseys on eBay. Like you'll see a lot of Islanders, you'll see a lot of Flyers, you'll see a lot of the Oilers, which I wish I could have found here. You see a lot of the Quebec Nordiques, which I actually have one, which could have been from the store. The price I paid was about the same anyhow that I would have paid at Marshall's. So you can kind of tell. A lot of Bruins, Blackhawks. So, and they're all blue lines. So they're probably grabbing them from those different stores. But it's very hit or miss. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of success. That's the only one I was able to get so far, but the hunt continues. All right, so let's keep moving. I did make mention of this one. So this was an eBay pickup. Whether or not the seller grabbed it from one of those stores, I don't know. It was pretty cheap on eBay. In fact, I believe it was on eBay, and I also made an offer and they accepted it. So we got the I do want to get the Power Play in the Nordiques as well, because it will be that much better material wise and everything. So this is the blue line. So this is of course the original that they made, I guess last year or whenever they first started pumping these out. But we got the Quebec Nordiques, and it's the Peter Stastny jersey. Now his son Paul played in the league, ironically enough, for the Avalanche, and of course the Quebec Nordiques became the Colorado Avalanche years ago. And so this jersey is one of their older looking Nordic jerseys. It does have the fleur-de-lis on the bottom. It is a 1980-81. Yeah, Peter Stastny. And again, like I said, his son played in the league pretty prominently for a number of years, including on Colorado. Be kind of cool to get his Avalanche jersey at some point now they have his dad's jersey. But so you got the 26s on the sleeve. This is a different looking Nordiques jersey than the others that they have. I think they have Sundin and Sakic and Owen Nolan as well. And this one looks different than those slightly. It's got the fleur-de-lis again on the shoulders and the 26 as well. The cuffs are white at the end of the sleeves. You got the white trim around the neck, and of course that crazy 70s 80s type of logo right there on the front for the crest. P. Stastny, that's one of the things I really liked about this jersey. And again, you got the 26, and the fleur-de-lis are on the bottom as well. Very, very nice jersey. I thought that Quebec had a very nice look back in the day. The Avalanche actually kind of paid homage to this many years ago when they did one of their reverse retro looks, which I kind of wish I had that jersey. It was in Avalanche colors. It was this, but it was in Avalanche colors. Very cool for them to pay homage to their history. I know other teams have done it. So, but anyhow, there it is. That's the Peter Stastny Quebec Nordiques jersey right there. Still like it. I really like the colors of this jersey too. But like I said, I would like to get at least one of the Power Play collection ones, because it would just be that much better material wise, stitching and everything, as we know. And speaking of those jerseys, so this one was all right. So I got two more to share here. This one I traded my buddy Big Slim for. May have seen our picture on social media with wearing these. So shout out to Mitchell and Ness. They gifted us these jerseys, and I got the Gordie Howe Red Wings, which I already have an authentic of, on the other rack back there. And Slim got this one, but he asked me if I'd like to trade, because he wanted to get a red Gordie Howe back in his collection, Red Wings back in his collection. And I said absolutely, because he knows I have an affinity for the Jason Duck logo. Mighty Ducks jerseys, so of course I went ahead, we made that trade. So this is the Power Play collection for Teemu Selanne, the Finnish Flash, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Of course, that's what they were back in the day before they shortened it to Ducks. So you have 96, 97 on the jock right there. We've all seen this jersey. I mean, all you have to do is kind of look over here. You see quite a few in the collection right there. But this is a very cool one. I'm happy to have it as part of the collection. So you got the duck, the crest, I always call it the Jason Duck logo on the front with the alternate captain A right there. You have the shoulder patches, the 8, and again, because it's the Power Play collection, everything's stitched very, very nicely on there. Get a good look at that. You got that crest again. Very, very nice. Of course, the eggplant purple, the silver, the white, the teal. I mean, it just is one of the best all-time uniforms in hockey. Selanne 8 on the back. And no, I will not be getting a Cutter Gauthier jersey anytime soon. That will not be one of my Ducks jerseys in the collection. Of course, he turned his back on the Flyers, and he is now on the Ducks. And he got greeted in Philadelphia as well. He should have. When they came to town and the Flyers took care of business that night. But at any rate, you can never go wrong with the old Mighty Ducks jerseys. Or, you know, anything. Even their current set, which I still have yet to have their current look, which, of course, they rebranded again to this guy. Hopefully at some point, it won't be Gauthier, but we'll see what players I pick up, because I do want to get a home and away at some point. I don't know when. I don't even know if it will be this season. It might not even be. Maybe I get one this season, one next season. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Last but not least, so again, shout out to my buddy Slim for that one, for the Selanne. Last but not least, this was an eBay pickup. These are getting harder to get. I had an opportunity at this, and I grabbed it. This is a Blue Line collection, but it's a later run. This is right before they stopped production on the Blue Line and they rebranded to the Power Play. So this jersey in the Blue Line collection is actually very much like a Power Play jersey, both in feel and in material, and it's stitched. So they did a run of these right before, like I said, they did it during the playoffs last year. They did the Oilers, and I think they made a Mike Modano Dallas Stars finals jersey. And I think those were the only ones they did. And then they redid it, kind of like what these are, and they put them out as the Power Play line instead of the Blue Line collection. They put it out as the Power Play collection. But so this is one of the last of the of the Blue Lines, but it's very nice. The material is very much like the Power Play. It is all stitched. It's just really well done. So this of the time would have been considered the home jersey for the Edmonton Oilers. 1986-87 Grant Fuhrer. Unfortunately, last year they beat my Flyers in the Stanley Cup Finals in 7 games. It's actually a really nice documentary on Amazon Prime called Game 7, and it's a bunch of Game 7s and like the whole story of it, and they went into detail with the 87 finals between my Flyers and the Oilers, and it was really well done. So if you haven't had a chance to watch it, make sure you do. Edmonton Oilers, Grant Fuhrer. I've wanted a Fuhrer for a while, particularly the white one. Just the Oilers white jerseys, either back then or today, just always pop. So anytime I can grab one, I'm happy. So we got the Fuhrer right there, 31. Fuhrer is stitched onto a nameplate. The 31 is stitched onto the jersey and onto the sleeves as well. You got the orange and blue piping going around. Just really, really nice jersey all told. The oil drop logo on the front. Oilers, just classic logo. Talk about dynasties, right? So my Flyers always seem to play in finals, but it is what it is. But anyhow, we got Made in Vietnam. This is like I said, it is a Blue Line, rather. I'm sorry, I called it the Blue Line, but late into the Blue Line production. So that's when they started making them a little better. And then, of course, they went from Blue Line to Power Play, and they're all like this now, which is awesome. I love those Power Play jerseys. I think they're just fantastic. But this one and any of the other late run Blue Line collection jerseys, you're going to have just almost identical to the Power Play jerseys. And this is probably what they based making their Power Play jerseys off of. So they started making the change, and then they just went full name change and everything. So for the collection. Whew. All right, well, that is it. Like I said, I got one more jersey, but I want to do that vid separate. It's a nice jersey. It's a special kind of jersey, so I definitely want to do, and it's also a rare one, so I want to put it in its own vid. At any rate, that's going to do it for me, right? My goodness, it's always hot. It's I got a heavy shirt on under this. I got a heavy jersey. This probably wasn't a good idea. Who came up with this? Probably wasn't a good idea. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this video. We got about just under 20 minutes. It's hard to believe I fit that all in 20 minutes. But when it's hot, I want to get out of here. So anyhow, I thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed this vid. Happy hunting out there to all you fellow Jersey heads. And you never know where we're going to find stuff. I mean, this ran the gamut, right? We had Marshalls, we had Facebook Marketplace, we had eBay, I had a trade with Slim. So, you know, many different places to find a lot of hockey goodness. But I hope you all enjoyed this vid. And what do you always got to do? You got to leave those likes. Like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already done so. We're still trying to get to the road to 2K subs. And you all can make that happen by keep hitting the sub button. And I always appreciate, thank you very much. And make sure to hit the bell icon after you do so you're notified to all future content from yours truly. Like I said, I have another jersey to share in the Life Ice series. Probably will try to get around to a vid for the season of the fan for my Eagles. But, you know, we'll see. But thank you as always for all the support. You all take care. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, everyone.